is Emily. Welcome to my tea channel. Before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to Steve who sent me a private message requesting educational videos about how to pronounce the tea words in English, in the Chinese tea words in English. So in this video, we're gonna teach you how to pronounce all the words, especially for the teaware in Gongfu Cha style. Gongfu Cha is not a kind of skill or technique words. It's a kind of way of brewing and tasting teas. Gongfu means it takes time and efforts to both to brew and also to taste the teas. People in Chaozhou love to brew the 凤凰单丛 a lot, and people in Fujian likes to drink Wuyi Rock Mountain oolong tea and also the black teas, and people in Taiwan drink a lot of Dongding oolong tea. But basically they use the same teaware. So the first one is the most important one is teapot, 茶壶. We either use the 紫砂 clay teapot or use a gaiwan to brew the tea leaves. I have earlier videos introducing about the 紫砂 clay teapot and introduced their characteristics. So 紫砂 absorbs the tea flavors and enhances the tea aroma and improves the texture of them. So if you've drunk one tea a lot of times and you know the flavor of the tea, and I would recommend 紫砂 teapot to brew it. But if the tea is kind of your first time to drink it, you want to pay your attention to the purity, the tea, the aroma, the texture, then I would recommend to use gaiwan because it does not absorb any tea flavors. And gai means the lid, wan means the ball. So you can just either like this way to pour the tea out or use this way. Both are okay. Another thing special about Gongfu Cha is that instead of pouring the tea directly into the teacups, we pour the tea firstly into a 公道杯. This is a 公道杯. To make the tea liquor more even so that every guest on the table can have the same tasting experience. Some people also call it a pitcher, but I would prefer to call it 公道杯. And the third one is the tea strainer. It's that kind of a tool to filter out all the tea leaves so that we don't have any tea leaves in the tea liquors. And the fourth one is the 茶海. My 茶海 is kind of small, but it has all the characters also. It has kind of a container inside so that when the water is out, it can hold the water into this. Sometimes instead of using the big 茶海, we use the 茶盘, the tea plate, to put the teapot on so that the whole thing will not occupy that much space here. And another thing is the 茶洗. We can dump all the water and also the tea leaves into the 茶洗. And also sometimes we use 茶洗 to like wash all the teacups and also teapots inside. Personally, I love this 茶洗 because brewing and also tasting tea in Gongfu style consumes a lot of water, and sometimes you drink more than one type of tea together. So it just saves me time to go to the washroom or the kitchen to dump all the water. I think every one of you know that these are teacups, 茶杯. And then we have this little cute thing. This is called 茶盒. This is a container for putting the dry tea leaves inside before brewing them, and this is a good utensil to like take a sniff of the dry leaf tea and also observe the tea color inside. And this is also called, and this one is also called 茶盒, but it is made with bamboo. And this one is called 茶针, like tea needle. You see, we have some little holes inside of the outlet of the tea pot. Sometimes the tea leaves will get stuck on the outlet and cannot get out. We can use 茶针 to like poke them out so that the outlet will not get stuck. And the other side, this side, you can, after serving the tea, you may use this side to dump the tea leaves into the 茶席. It's quite convenient. And these two are two types of tea knife, 茶刀. They are both used to like open the tea cakes, because sometimes it's really hard to break them. This one has very sharp point here. And last but not the least, it's called 茶巾, the tea towel. You know, for the teapot, sometimes it's got water on the bottom, and we use the 茶巾 just to wipe them off so that we can have dry and clean teapots and also the teacups. I believe this is not all the teawares we use for Gongfu style. We have like 蚊香杯, the smelling teacups, something like that, but personally I just don't use them because I think that will make the whole process way more complicated. And so yeah, that's all the teawares I use for my Gongfu style brewing, and hopefully that will also help you to get more understanding about the Gongfu style teaware pronunciation and the ways how to use them. Thank you so much for your time watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe our channel. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.